You're invited to a birthday celebration. The Marines are celebrating a birthday. Today we have with us Steve Lindauer. Steve is the PAO, which is the Public Affairs Officer for the Southern Indiana Leathernecks Detachment.
That is correct, sir.
Also joining us is the Paymaster for the SILD. But Dave Englert has many other hats he's worn in the past and probably will continue. I couldn't remember. He's a past commandant.
He's a past commandant with the local detachment. He's a state, what is your title for a state?
Past department commandant.
Department commandant. That means for the state of Indiana. So he, I don't know.
He's like important?
Well, he was at one time. To those of us who know him and love him and respect him, no. But everybody else pretty much, yeah.
I just purchase a lot of hats.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yes. Well, gentlemen, welcome, because we have a birthday coming up for the Marines. Explain that.
244 years. November 10th, 1775, we were born in a tavern of all things in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And that was 244 years ago. And Marines all over the world will celebrate this birthday. We happen to have ours on November 9th because it just works out on a Saturday, but the actual birthday is November 10th. So Marines and Navy corpsmen and Navy chaplains will celebrate with us. So we're opening up this year. We're opening it to the public, not just for local Marines, which of course we encourage to do, but we're opening up to our sister branches of service as well, and as well as the public. So we're inviting the public to come out and visit us. We're going to come up here with details here shortly, but come out and see us and celebrate with us.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Now, you need to buy the tickets in advance, no doubt. You will not be selling tickets at the door?
That is correct. The only way to get tickets this year is online. We have a partnership with Eventbrite through our website, sildmarines.com. If you go online there, you just click on the link. You fill in your information completely. You do have to fill in every blank, even if it's an NA. Sorry, that was my fault. But if you have any problems, you can just click on the Contact Us link, and we'll help you through it.
And they pay through that link as well.
Absolutely,
Right.
It's a one-stop shopping center. You can buy individual seats at $40 a head, and that includes your meal, your birthday cake, your good times, picture time with a bunch of Marines,
Music and dance.
yes.
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 Right. Yeah.
And if enough alcohol flows, you might see what are called carrier landings.
Okay.
Which
Yeah, that's
could
where
be
we clear tables. Yeah, at least one table, and you see how. Yes.
Does the event center know that?
No, but
They will find out.
Eventually they'll find out. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about kind of the logistics of it. Who, what, when, where. I know we know the why, but where and when?
Okay, it'll be at the Huntingburg Event Center. That is in Huntingburg, Indiana. Beautiful, beautiful setting. Great venue over there. It's the first time over there for us. Plenty of room. In the past, as we've gotten. As the event has grown, it's been tight, and sometimes it's tough to dance, even people like me who really can't dance. But so now we've got plenty of room, plenty of place to do things, and like you said, just lots of things going on. Photography, it's a good time. That if you can still fit in a uniform, I can't. Dave can fit in his original boot camp socks. He's proud of that. Yeah, he's one of the few who can fit in part of his uniform. But it's a nice time for the ladies to dress up, and if you don't have a formal, fine, come in a shirt and tie and just some dress nice. Yes. But we're inviting people to come out and help us out.
Okay, so the public is invited.
Yes,
absolutely,
sir.
Absolutely. Not only invited, but encouraged to attend.
Yeah.
Part of our mission, as in the Marine Corps League, is to preserve the history and traditions of the United States Marine Corps. So on November the 9th, what will happen is at 6 o'clock, we'll begin cocktail hour. At 7 o'clock, we'll have everybody seated, and we begin a ceremony. It lasts about 20 to 24 minutes, depending on who forgets their lines. But you'll learn a little bit about Marine Corps history while you're watching this ceremony. Our oldest and youngest Marines are presented with a piece of the birthday cake, as is tradition. There's a couple other things that we follow traditionally, and then everybody will be fed.
Guest speaker?
Prime rib, or some kind of chicken.
Okay.
I don't remember what kind of chicken we had, but it probably had 2 legs at one time.
So you'll get a choice of primary chicken? Or?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's going to be laid out in a big spread. So
you take what you want.
You take what you want. And that's we've tried it both ways, and either way works. So
These are just let
We're trying to make it simple.
Yeah.
For all parties involved.
As is normal, we have a guest speaker. This year, we have our very own senator from the local area, Mike Braun. He'll get up and entertain us with some thoughts about Veterans Affairs and things like that. I'll let everybody know out there we are apolitical. Politicians are part of our lives. So, but I think it's a big thing that we actually have a local as a U.S. senator, and I think that's important. But it's going to be a good time, and then after dinner, after the guest speaker speaks, our commandant will hand out a few awards, maybe talk a couple seconds. We'll keep it short, and then we will open up the dance floor, and we have a DJ. He's a sailor, but we don't hold that against him. So, if you're military, feel free to come in your service A, dress A, whatever you want to call it, uniform. Occasionally we have some of our National Guard show up, and they look pretty sharp in their Army uniforms. So come up, show off your uniform. We'll poke fun at you just like anybody else.
It sounds like a good evening.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Of course, we've done this for 15, 20 years now, I suppose.
I believe this is our 14th
year. So it's always good. Have a good time. It's a good way for us to share the history of the Marine Corps and what we do. I mean, there's we talked about early in this segment here that this is really the only thing we do for ourselves. We are active in a lot of events. Toys for Tots is coming up. We got a golf scrum club Saturday. We are heavily involved in Honor Flight. Pat O'Keefe, one of our members, heavily involved in Honor Flight. And again, just kind of put in a plug for that. If you have somebody that would qualify in the Honor Flight program, and you can go in and find out about that. But we encourage you to make contact with us. During deployments, we get together care packages and phone cards, and not just for Marines. These for all branches of service. If they're deployed, we organize that and make sure those people that are deployed get those. We take part in a lot of local events, parades. People have seen us a lot of the parades. Yes. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, we support them. What am I missing? I'm missing a few more. Strassenfest, I know we do some timing. Memorial Day service, yeah, we do that. Of course, if we have to bury one of our fellow members, we're proud to be able and honored to be able to do that as well. So try to stay active. We're a small group, small unit, but those that are involved are heavily involved. We encourage you to, even if you're not a Marine or not even military, we've got a lot of associate members that are extremely active, and we appreciate that. And we're always looking for more people. If you can do one thing within the year, that's fine. Right. That takes the pressure off some of the other ones, to the rest of us. So,
do you do a scholarship as
we
well?
Do.
We do donate to the state Marine Corps League. The department has the Crumbo Scholarship,
that's right.
And we provide 2 of the scholarships each year, or we donate for that. I will say, and this is in my experience as both a state and a national officer, our local detachment is one of the best in the country. It's most active. It's quite active for its size. And it's just like last weekend, we had the Honor Flight. This weekend, we've got the Golf Scramble. There is something happening all the time. Most of the time, we have more than one event going on during a weekend. So, I'm glad Steve brought up the fact that we do have associate memberships available. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have been a Marine to join our detachment. And we have something for everyone.
So this ball that you're having, your birthday bash, is also a fundraiser?
That's not its primary mission. Okay. It's the reason we have the ball is, one, we like getting together with each other.
Exposure.
Yeah, we do like each other, but we also like to show off what the Marine Corps is. Right. And during our ceremony, we provide the presentation from the Commandant of the Marine Corps. It's his annual birthday message. We read General John A. Lejeune's birthday message from 1937. We have a birthday cake, and we present. There's not a formal presentation.
There's swords involved.
Yeah, there's swords involved. Large cutlery devices. So it's exciting.
So the primary purpose is a celebration.
It is a celebration. Right, exactly. And of course, exposure to the public, and we want people to be able to see what we do, some of the inner workings, and see what military life is like, and what the uniforms really mean. And we have people come up and why do some of you Marines have a red stripe on your trousers? We call them trousers. Some people call them pants. Why do some have that and some don't? And I'm just going to leave that open for right now. Look it up and find out. I'll come to the Marine Corps Ball and we'll tell you. But there's the Marine uniform is, as I'm sure most of the branches, it's something significant. Everything about it is significant. And the high collar and all that. The name Leathernecks kind of coincides with that, and we'll explain why that is, and what the heck is a leatherneck, and we'll explain that. Come on to the ball, we'll tell you.
The only way to find out is to go to the ball.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm glad you did mention finances, because I forgot to mention that we do have sponsorships available. You can sponsor a table. You can go online and it says sponsor a table. Boom.
Yeah.
Or you can just send money. I'm the paymaster, so it'd be.
So a challenge to the corporate people out there.
Send me money.
Yep, we'd love to have it.
And this is the event that you guys do to celebrate what you do. But the rest of the year, you do
for everything else we can do.
Flag disposals, Toys for Tots is probably
Toys for Tots is huge.
Yeah.
Honor Flight is huge.
Yes.
Of course, we don't run that. We simply support it very, very strongly. Toys for Tots we actually run. That's a separate big event coming up here. And with your permission, we might come back and talk about that a little bit later in the coming months here. But we don't let the sun set on our butts just too long.
You are always the ones in the parade. I mean, that's right. That's probably where people see you the most, maybe at the parade.
We're proud of that. We're proud of that, being able to many times lead that parade, or at least pretty close to the front, and without stumbling. And for those events recently now, we've gotten our active duty Marines come up out of Fort Knox. We get some of those guys come up. Those young men and women can still fit in a uniform and look good in a uniform, still have that 32, 34-inch waist. And I've got that. I just added a few more to it. So, but yeah, we're proud to have them up here and see what Marines are supposed to look like. And then we of course support those guys and gals. So it's good. It's good stuff.
All right. So once again, this is an invitation to anybody out there watching to come to the Marine Corps Birthday Ball.
Birthday Ball.
Okay.
Right. 244 years.
Which in the old way is saying it's a dine and dance.
It's a dine and dance.
Okay. And
military dine and dance. Yeah.
November 9th.
Absolutely.
And by when do you need tickets? When do you need people?
October 23rd is your last day to buy tickets.
That's a deadline for SVP.
So better do it now. And then go to SILDmarines.com. That's how you get the tickets.
The very first thing will pop up will be Marine Corps Ball. I just did it myself last night. Click on that and it'll kind of walk it through it. But as Dave said, don't leave anything blank on there, even if it doesn't. It's going to ask for rank. If you're military, put in your rank, whatever your rank was. If not, just put NA on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you also want the public to go to it.
Okay. Sure, absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Bill.
Our guests have been Dave Englert and Steve Lindauer, joining us to talk about the SILD Marines celebrating 244 years, November 9th, with the ball you can attend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.